Small has spent her career working with New Mexico farmers and ranchers, protecting water and the water rights they depend on. You see, Cora Small believes good ideas don't come with a party label. She'll work with anyone, Republican, Democrat, anyone who wants to deliver for rural New Mexico. We can use a little more of that common sense in Congress these days. Election day is right around the corner. Keep this name in mind. Xochitl Torres Small for Congress.
I'm Xochitl Torres Small, candidate for Congress, and I approve this message. Paid for by Xochitl for New Mexico.
Dollar Boots and Jeans has everything you need for this year's Otero County Fair. Belts and boots for the boot, scoot, and dance. Jeans and pearl snap shirts for the rodeo. Dollar Boots and Jeans even has everything for your little buckaroos for showing those little critters. All this and more at Dollar Boots and Jeans, 2850 North White Sands in Alamogordo.
Dollar Boots and Jeans, oh yeah. Woo! Dollar Boots and Jeans, you're gonna like our style.
Fall into 0% with an OFCU Visa Platinum Card. From September 1st through the 30th, get 0% APR on new and existing OFCU credit cards. Use your Visa Platinum Card on purchase transactions and get 0% for 6 months. Wait, there's more. Transfer over your high interest rate credit cards to your OFCU Visa Platinum Card and get 0% on balance transfers for 6 months. Hurry before it's over. Limited time offer, all in subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federal insured by NCUA. OFCU, call 800-376-9000 or oterofcu.org. Your source for sports in the Tularosa Basin is ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
Spain and Fitz on ESPN Radio, the ESPN.
This is a special presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports on Southern New Mexico's sports leader, ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Hello and welcome to Tiger Stadium. It's the second home game of the year for your Alamogordo Tiger football team. Through a lot of the early festivities here, it's Military Appreciation Night at Tiger Stadium. And I know at halftime they're going to have one of the Alamogordo High School students that will be taking the oath to join the United States Air Force. That's an exciting deal. We had members from Holloman Air Force Base here for the coin toss, and Patriot Guard family members that are part of the different elementary schools here in town, and it's just been a fun night so far. As for the football game, it's the Alamogordo Tigers versus the Lovington Wildcats. Alamogordo is 0-4 in the season, still looking for that first win of the year. And Lovington comes in at 2-2. Two very lopsided wins, two very lopsided losses for the Lovington Wildcats this year. The losses to Hobbs and Roswell, who are both very good, a 6A and a 5A team. Wins over Capital from Santa Fe and Chaparral as well. So, we'll see. This is a team that's going to want to throw the football more than run it. They're much more of a spread passing. We've seen a lot of spread teams, but the team that's going to want to throw the ball out of the spread more than run the ball out of the spread against this Tiger defense. For Alamogordo, J.P. Madden starts at quarterback tonight. Braden Martin got hurt towards the end of the game against Santa Teresa last week. Saw him in street clothes, and he was talking with the guys and part of the team as they were getting ready for tonight's game. So he's going to continue to be a leader, even though if he can't be out there on the field. So we'll see what JP can do. We got to see him a little bit in the Valencia game, a little bit in the Los Lunas game. Not much since then. It's been Braden for the Ruidoso game and for Santa Teresa. So a little bit of a different look. Quarterback that probably has a little bit more on the throwing side of things, a little bit stronger throwing the football than running it, whereas I think Braden is a stronger runner out of the quarterback position. So it's all, you're missing one thing, but you're maybe gaining another, and we knew that was the case with those two quarterbacks going into this season. We're going to hear from Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Cisco coming up here in just a little while, and much more coming up for you during a pregame. The 2-2 Wildcats against the 0-4 Tigers coming up next on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. This is Tiger Football.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
Is your back-to-school list getting a little longer than you expected? OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card eases the unexpected. OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card gives you an interest-free grace period of at least 25 days on new retail purchases when the balance is paid in full each month. No fees for cash advances at OFCU's ATMs and branches. Back to school with OFCU is as easy as ABC. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
A really good first half and not as good second half for you guys. Did a lot. I thought defensively did good things the first half, offensively, and in the second half, credit to Santa Teresa. They played well.
Yeah, they made some adjustments and got after us a little bit, but it was all on us. I mean, we had our chances in the first half. Defense played really well. Gave up one big play and that scored. We gave a punt return and that gave them a short field. They only go about 10 yards to score their first touchdown. We hit a big play to Turnbull. We scored again, make it 13-6, and we gave a touchdown with about a minute to go, which is the third time in 4 games that we get a touchdown last minute of a half, which those are killer. But we played real well defensively. We never moved the ball offensively. We had to hit a big 93-yard touchdown pass to Turnbull, and it was like 3rd and 15. I mean, we didn't play very well up front. That falls on me. We just didn't do a good job offensively being able to sustain drives and move the football. Second half came out, and I think we kind of started to freak out a little bit, and our kids didn't do anything near what we were trying to teach them to do and what they've been coached to do. And the kids play hard, they get after it, and we just didn't execute the way we should have executed.
Yeah, certainly some positives. You mentioned, Tom had a good game with that long touchdown catch, and Braden made a nice throw there. And defensively, you guys, there were basically no passing game for Santa Teresa in the first half.
None in the second half. They ended up, they made an adjustment on their counter trap play and started breaking it inside. And we didn't do a good job on the backside of running that down. And that's a credit to them making adjustments in the second half, and us not being able to adjust to it defensively of getting our backers to compress all the way on the backside. But they did a good job adjusting. They kind of gave us a tricky formation a couple plays, and then we got that adjusted to and fixed, and then we just didn't play well. That's a credit to Santa Teresa. They're a good football team. They're 4-0 for a reason.
Lovington's a little bit of an enigma just in terms of they've blown out 2 teams, beat them big, and then have had lopsided scores in their defeats, but the opponents that they played, obviously, those 2 losses in Roswell and Hobbs are a very good football team.
Yeah, Roswell just beat Los Lunas last week, so Roswell's a really good football team, well coached, and Hobbs is a very good football team. They lost their first game of the year and then have come back and they've won 3 in a row now. So those 2 losses aren't indicative of that football team of Lovington. Yeah. Their 2 wins over Capital and Chaparral are very indicative of what they can do.
Yeah, clearly a team that can score. You mentioned the quarterback. It seems like they use him a little bit more in the passing game than the throw. I mean, he's thrown for more yards than he's run for, but the
speed that he has shown obviously is something you guys have got to keep an eye on.
They like to throw the football and spread it out. What he's really good at is when stuff breaks down and making something happen and eluding tackles and scrambling. We just did a drill this morning we call scramble drills just to try to prepare for that. Kid taking off running all over the place and then find a receiver 20 yards down the field after a blown coverage for a long time. So he's very good at that. They don't run the ball exceptionally well. I mean, they've got big physical linemen. They do run the football, and they try to, but they put it in that kid's hands and let him make plays, which is rightfully so. He's the best player on their team.
Yeah. Seeing what you've seen from Lucero, Valencia, and Garland in Los Lunas and Velasquez last week, I mean, do you feel like the team is prepared for going up against a quarterback like that?
Yeah, I would consider him more like the kid from Valencia, of being able to scramble around and then make throws. We got pressure on that kid at Valencia, and then he'd take off and make something happen. That's very similar to this Perez kid from Lovington. He's a football player that makes plays. He's only a junior. They're well coached. Coach Gonzalez does a good job with them. He's assembled a good staff that they do a good job, and they play good defense.
Yeah. Certainly, from what we saw last week with Braden being hurt towards the end of the game, you guys are going to probably turn to JP at quarterback?
Yeah, JP's going to get his chance, and we won't be nearly as much option stuff, but we'll still be running our RPOs and not get away from what we do. But we're going to let JP get after it and see what we can do offensively.
Yeah, and JP is certainly more of a pure passer than maybe Braden is. Braden obviously can do a little more with his legs, and that adds a different facet of the game for you guys. You're hoping for maybe a little bit more accuracy in the throwing game.
Yeah, we won't do nearly as much sprint out or bootleg stuff on the passing game, but JP's got a good arm. He's very intelligent, understands the route combinations, what our reads are as we progress through our each pass play we got, and he's really smart and understands our RPO concepts and what we're doing. We're still trying to run the game and still be able to throw routes off of that stuff. So we have all the utmost confidence in JP, and our kids do, and we're getting some linemen back this week that we were missing last week. I mean, we had a sophomore starting at right tackle last week, so we're getting some linemen back and changing some things here and there. But we're excited for Friday to come back in our home stadium.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Thanks for tuning in, whether on 103.7 FM or if you're with us on the web at youtube.com/ESPN Alamogordo. Both teams have just taken the field. Tigers are in their home black jerseys, black pants, and the camouflage numerals, gold outlining, black helmets. And I do think they put the logos on this week. I know that they were talking about not putting the logos on until they had come away with a victory. But with it being Military Appreciation Night, they've got the red, white, and blue, the flag Tiger logo on their helmet, which I think is apropos and should be on the helmet for this week. Lovington, meanwhile, road white jerseys and blue numerals for them. And honestly can't tell what's on their helmet because they don't have their helmets on right now. They're all over on the far sideline at the moment. So looks like a blue stripe, and I'll have to get my binoculars out to tell you what exactly is on that. It says Cats. That's what I thought it did, but just wanted to make sure. All right, Tigers 0-4, Cats 2-2. Chris Perez, the big name to watch out for Casey Perez is the big name to watch out for Lovington. He has counted for all 14 of their touchdowns this year. He's at 8 rushing touchdowns, 6 passing touchdowns this year. So clearly, to say that that young man is the heart of their offense and their team, I think that's a relatively fair thing to say. He's rushed for 163 yards. Their leading rusher yardage-wise is Brian Tapia with 218 yards, and he's carried it almost as much as Perez has. And the receivers to watch out for tonight are a couple of seniors, J.J. Gutierrez and Sebastian Newman, who each have some touchdown catches and lead the team in yardage up to this point in the season. Meanwhile, for Alamogordo, again, it's J.P. Madden that is getting the start tonight at quarterback, so it's a change for the Tigers. And, the wide receiver core, I think, you're still going to see the same guys that'll be impacted. The running game, we'll see if they can get Elias Gonzalez and Jabron Prude going tonight. Defensively, see if the defense can get a little bit more of a push up front. I think that's going to be a big key to tonight's game. And Coach mentioned it, their ability to be able to contain Perez is going to be huge for the Tigers if they're going to come out with a victory tonight. We're a little bit early here. I think they're going to maybe hold right until 7 o'clock. I think it's 6:58 at the moment, so we're in a little bit of a hold until we get to tonight's kickoff. But, here's something to say about tonight's game. I definitely believe Alamogordo can win this. They need to have, good execution, which they haven't had. I think on the offensive and defensive lines have probably seen it, but I think in every facet of the game there have been things that Alamogordo needs to get better at if they're going to win a football game. This is a good Lovington team, but by no means is this an unbeatable group that they're facing tonight. I think they face tougher teams and probably Los Lunas and Ruidoso. Tigers receive the kick. They've got 4 guys back inside the 15-yard line, and Lovington kicking it off from their own 40, and they've got a guy with an incredible leg. I was watching him in pregame. Number 59 for the Cats is Cameron Welch, and he can boot it. I don't know if it's the same young man that was doing the extra point practice for the game, but he certainly has a good leg on the kickoffs. You can say that much from what we saw there. So, all right, here comes the Tiger offense, and again, a different look for Alamogordo with J.P. Madden in at QB. Different look from the standpoint of what the Tigers may do throwing the football tonight. And, boy, this is a different formation that I've seen. Bunch wide receiver to the near side, one alone at the top side. Snaps a little bit low, and JP's got the fall on it. That should be a penalty flag on Lovington. JP was trying to corral the football. He fell down. There was a whistle. And I'm really surprised that they didn't get the Lovington player who basically spiked him while he was on the ground. But maybe he didn't have control of the football yet. So not a great start there for the Tigers as JP had to just fall on a low snap. It's a 5-yard loss. And now the Tigers in 2nd and 15. Trips to the far side, one to the near side. Man in motion from right to left. They bring the running back out of the fold here, and they get it to Dakota LaSalle. LaSalle is going to get some okay yardage, maybe right up to the original line of scrimmage. And that's going to be it for the Tigers to the 19-yard line. So it'll give the Tigers a chance to get a completion early. 3rd and 11. Tigers going from right to left. That'd be from south to north here at the stadium. Trips to the near side, one out to the far. Pistol formation. Gonzalez is the tailback now. Lovington showing blitz. Snaps a little bit low again. And JP just able to get the ball away. He had trouble pulling up the low snap again and throws an incomplete pass. Was looking for Bedgood coming from the near side. And the Tigers are going to be forced to punt right off the bat. So the center having some trouble on that first drive. Just not able to get the ball up. It was low, and we've seen that a lot of the season. We'll say that Braden's done a good job of picking those particular ones up. A punt and a fair catch called for, but we've got a penalty flag all the way back at the 10, and we'll see what the call is. If this is a personal foul, I don't know if it gives Alamogordo. No, it would give Alamogordo a first down. And punting for the Tigers tonight is Julio Mendoza, I believe. No. Not 12, but I think it's 72 that was punting. So that would be, well, I don't have a 72 on my roster, unfortunately. I'll have to check another roster and see if it's posted over there. So a penalty, and I think it might have been on Alamogordo. A holding call? No, a 5-yard penalty. So running into the kicker, it's a 5-yard penalty on Lovington. So Tigers will repunt. And let me see if Max perhaps has a 72. So is Max Merrill wearing 72 these days? I guess that's Max. Okay, so we switched up the number for Max Merrill for some reason. And he'll punt. And another good punt. That one's going to be fair caught, and I think the Tigers gained about 5 yards on that particular punt. It was a fair catch at the 49. Now it's a fair catch at the 46. So not bad. Ends up being about a 30-yard punt with no return. First and 10 for Lovington on their own 46-yard line, going from left to right. And they'll get good field position to start things out with. Casey Perez, the quarterback, they go empty set here. So a bunch formation, trips to the near side, one more wide receiver to the near side, and then one all by himself. And they dish it out quickly on a bubble screen, a spin move, and carrying it forward across the 45 near the first down marker is number 22, Sebastian Newman. And he's brought down at the 46 of the 44 of the Tigers. And it looks like that is enough for a first down for Lovington. So first play from scrimmage, and they pick up a first down. So they had 4 wide receivers split out to the near side and one all by himself to the other side. Now we've got a pistol formation and twins. Tigers with 4 down linemen. Here's the snap and the handoff, and the Tigers are going to get some good penetration here as they'll bring down number 33 for the Cats, Josh Baird. Watch out for him on the defensive side. He's one of their leading tacklers this season. And no gain on that carry. Second and 10 for Lovington. First quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 9:20 remaining. And the opening drive of the night for Lovington, Tigers went 3 and out on their opener. Out of the shotgun formation, back to pass, looking and throwing and completing to the far side. Not going to be quite enough for a first. The lunge will be about a yard short. Completes it to number 5, Marcus Rodriguez. 9-yard completion from Perez to Rodriguez. And the ball will be on the 35-yard line of Alamogordo. They need, looks like a little bit less than 1 yard for a first down. Probably 2 down territory if they don't get it this time. Running back to the left of Perez in the shotgun and a tight end in the formation. They will hand it off. And enough for the first down, and fighting his way through it is Baird, and he's going to get across the 25 down to the 23-yard line. And that'll be a first down, a 12-yard gain, and another first down for Lovington. First and 10 between the hashes at the Alamogordo 23, 8:30 remaining in the first quarter. So a first down through the air and a first down on the ground. There you go, trips out to the far side, one to the near. Running back is to the left of Perez. Tigers putting 7 in the box, so they're man-to-man with no safety over the top. They go bubble screen to the near side, and the Tigers didn't have anybody near that wide receiver, and he's going to get a first down, maybe just short of it. And it looks like number 6, Julian Fuentes, gets the completion that time. All the way to the Alamogordo 11. It's a 12-yard gain. And another first down, so 3 first downs in this drive for Lovington. They've certainly used the bubble screen well, or kind of a slip screen. Trying to hurry this before the play clock runs out, and they get it off in time. Perez in the pocket, throws, wide open and completed for the touchdown. It's number 40, Jaden Contreras with the touchdown. Just got to the inside of the Tiger defender, and that was an easy throw for Perez. And an easy catch for Contreras, and Lovington takes it right down the field for the opening touchdown. Perez is the holder, and the kicker puts it up and good. And boy, that young man has got a leg on him. It is Cameron Welch, number 59. And that will make it a 7-0 lead with 7:28 remaining first quarter. Lovington leads Alamogordo. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Alamogordo Tigers trailing 7-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard after Lovington takes it right down the field on their opening kick. This time they're going to kick a little pooch, and it goes out of bounds inside the 20, the 21. And well, I guess it must have touched a Tiger at the 21. So not going to get the yardage out to the 35 on that particular play. They just pooch kicked. There was nobody in the area. One of the Tigers had to, try to get there, and I guess may have deflected off his leg as he was getting back into position. So hopefully a better opening drive here for the Tigers. Two wide receivers out to the far side, a tight end in the formation, and Dakota LaSalle is the wingback. Jaron Prude, the tailback in the pistol, snaps better this time, handed off to Prude, takes it off right side, and a good gain on first down for Alamogordo across the 25 and out to about the 27-yard line. That'll be a 6-yard gain on first down for Alamo. Ball closer to the far hash here, and the line offset to the near side. Two wide receivers to the top, and the wingback to the right. The snap, Prude gets the handoff, this time going straight up the middle, and he's got good yardage here. He may have a first down. Looks like they've got it across the 31, so the Tigers get a first down. After a bad start to this game, they get a 5-yard gain from Jaron Prude, and the Tigers and that offensive line doing some good work here to begin this drive. Let's see if they can sustain it. They'll go two wide receivers to the near side. Elias Gonzalez has come into the game for Alamogordo. Wingback is LaSalle to the left. He's lined up directly behind the left guard. 4 down lineman. Snap good. Handoff Gonzalez trying to bounce it to the outside. And not going to get a ton here. He'll maybe get to the 34-yard line. About a 3-yard gain on his first carry of the night. And it is to the 34. Ball all the way to the near hash now. So more of a power formation for the Tigers. Instead of spreading it out 4 wide, they're going tight end, wing back, and 2 wide receivers along with the tailback behind J.P. Madden. Lovington putting 7, kind of creeping 8 into the box. It's 4 down linemen and 3 linebackers. Here's the snap and the handoff again. Gonzalez puts his head down and across the 35, up the middle to the 38-yard line. It does bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down ends a long 3 for Alamogordo. Still in the first quarter on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Lovington 7, Alamogordo nothing. 5.5 minutes remaining. And same formation here. The wing back to the right. 2 wide receivers to the near side. And looked like Brandon Bedgood jumped early. And it'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the Tigers switching things up, and you see a new running back here, Emilio Minez coming in. And Emilio's going to go out as a wide receiver, it looks like. Tigers look into the sideline after the 5-yard penalty. First penalty tonight on the Tigers. But a 3rd and a long 8 now for Alamo. Trips to the far side, 2 to the near. Empty set here. They got 6 in the box. Do the Wildcats. They're going to get the snap off in time. And the quick throw goes to Turnbull at the 40. Trying to fight his way for the first down. He's got it. Good hard work there by Tom Turnbull as he'll get it to the 43-yard line. And that's going to be enough for an Alamogordo first down. 9 yards on the completion. And another first down for Alamogordo as they keep the drive alive. Good delivery there from JP. Tigers had the other wide receiver to the near side. I think that was Julio that just went on a wouldn't say a flag route, but a straight go route. That's what I was looking for. And brought the 2 defenders with him, and that allowed Tom to get underneath, and then he had to fight for the extra yardage. Back to the 7 or 6 men on the line of scrimmage, and the handoff this time goes to, I believe that's Hayes on the carry, Sean Hayes. Haven't seen him run the football since, I want to say the first or the second game of the season, but Sean gets the carry. No gain, though, as he tried to go right tackle. Lovington able to get behind the line of scrimmage and get some pressure on the Tigers. But better look from Almo's offensive line here early. They'll go 2 wide receivers to the far side. LaSalle is the wing back, right behind that right guard now. And sticking with Hayes. Madden looking to throw. The righty feeds it to the outside to Julio Mendoza. Okay yardage, gets out to the 48. It'll be about a 4-yard gain. Tigers haven't tried to go downfield yet, but you kind of wonder if that is going to happen here soon. They're going short most of these times, and I'm sure it's mostly to kind of get JP into the game. But you fake one of those short throws, and you have a guy going up the sideline, and we know JP can make that throw. Tigers go to an empty set again, trips to the near side, 2 out to the far. 6 men at the line of scrimmage for Lovington. They're showing blitz. They do bring it. Quick throw, and it's completed at the 40, at the 30. Running away with it is Tom Turnbull. 10-5, touchdown, Tigers. No flags on the play, and Alamogordo goes 52 yards to the end zone as Tom Turnbull has another long touchdown grab, 2nd straight week. He's had a big play for the Tigers. Lovington sent the blitz. They only had 5 in coverage, so it was man-to-man. He was able to get to the inside of his defender. It was a pretty easy throw for JP, and he put it right on the money. Catch Tom in stride, and he was off to the races for the touchdown. New kicker for the Tigers this week, Jarek Cole Arteaga, and he's a lefty. Kick is up, and it's good. Good stuff there from Jarek Cole Arteaga. And the Tigers are tied with Lovington. Got ahead of myself there. 3:02 to go, first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We're even at 7. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Alamogordo ties it up on a 52-yard touchdown pass. And excellent kick high in the air back towards the 3-yard line. And it is caught there, but there's a huge hole up the middle for the Lovington defender, the Lovington returner. Boy, the Tiger special teams got cleaned out on that return. I saw 2 or 3 Tigers that were on the ground. And I don't know if they had stopped expecting that to go into the end zone or what exactly happened, but there was a parting of the seas up the middle, and that was number 35 for Lovington, who I fortunately don't have a name on that number, but he took it all the way from about the 3-yard line to the 30 or 35 before he was touched, and he was brought down at the 39, so that's where he starts. Lovington's offense marched down the field on their opening drive. Let's see if the Tiger defense has some better luck here. Almost showing blitz here. It's a little bit of a different look. And fake of the handoff, and Perez breaks one tackle at the 50. He's going to break a couple of tackles. Tigers missed it and got collided there, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 38 of Alamogordo, and ends up being A 23-yard gain on the carry. One Alamogordo player at the line of scrimmage had a chance at a leg tackle and couldn't grab Perez. And a first down for the Lovington Wildcats. Ball at the Alamogordo 38 in the near hash. 4 wide receivers to the top side, 1 in the near. And Perez will stand in the backfield by himself. Perez stands in the pocket. He'll throw deep down the field, and he missed his man. He had a man wide open streaking up the left hash. That was number 6, Julian Fuentes. The Tigers did have a safety in the area, or had a defender in the area, but he wasn't going to catch him. If that ball's on the money, it's a touchdown. But instead, it goes down as an incompletion. Tigers are not finding their men in coverage particularly well. And it looks like they're kind of backing off. They're not playing press coverage at the line of scrimmage as much as they were earlier. Trying something a little different here with Lovington's offense. So they go 4 out to the far side again, 1 to the near. And Perez, in the empty set, faces a 4-man rush. Looking to throw, and Tigers are in the backfield. They're going to get to him. Number 35 for Alamogordo, Louis Giroux, gets the sack for Alamogordo. And it's back to the 42-yard line. Not a huge loss, 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down and long, 3rd and about 14. They need the Alamogordo 28 for a first down. Clock rolls here with a little over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, tied at 7. Curious if Lovington would think about going for it if they see what kind of yardage they get here. Tigers again, a 4-man rush. Perez steps into the throw and incomplete. Had a sideline pattern for his receiver, Sebastian Newman. Went off his hands. And let's see what Lovington decides here on a 4th and 14. 2 slight misfires from Perez on the drive. One of them would have been a touchdown. That one, I don't think it would have been enough for a first down, but certainly would have made the 4th down play much easier. There's a lot of room for those receivers to roam there in the Tiger secondary. Alamo thought maybe it was going to be a little pooch punt. They bring the man in back a little closer. Perez, a hard count. There's 5 seconds left on the clock, and they may just take a 5-yard penalty. Nope, they don't. Snap the ball. Perez back to pass. Down the middle. He completes it down to the 15. And again, the receiver able to get away from his man. It was number 22, Sebastian Newman. Had to come back to the football. And on 4th and 14, all the way down inside the Alamogordo 10 to the 7-yard line. And that's part of what you get here when you spread out the field like that. The Tigers are also keeping a couple linebackers in as spies on these plays, so you're leaving it to your secondary to try to make some of these plays, and it's not a particularly easy one to do. 35-yard gain on the completion. 1st and goal, Perez back to pass. Throws to the far side, and it's going to be, I think, maybe a loss, maybe about a 1-yard gain. And he goes to Newman one more time. And it'll be at the 6-yard line. So, yes, a 1-yard gain. Ball now over on the far hash. 2nd and goal from the 7. 1:11 remaining in the first quarter. Well, this game tied at 7. Tiger defense had a couple good plays. Of course, the sack in that last series, but a long 4th down conversion. They spread out the offensive line a little bit here, and Perez is going to try to run it. Goes straight up the middle, and he's almost untouched into the end zone. 6-yard run for Perez. I believe it's his 9th rushing touchdown on the season. And the Lovington Wildcats go back in front, 13-7. The big play on the drive. Of course, that 4th and 14 completion, 35 yards from Casey Perez to Sebastian Newman. And the extra points upcoming from Cameron Welch. 48 seconds to go on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Perez shouting out some instructions to his offensive line before this extra point try. The snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good. 14-7, Lovington leads Alamogordo with 46 seconds remaining in the first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tigers trailing 14-7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The Wildcats to kick it off again. And this one is to the end zone after the short kickoff from Welch the last time around. Tell you what the Tigers, I think, have their kicking issues solved. Jarrett Cole-Arteaga just absolutely... on the kickoff and on the extra point, he looks good. Let me make sure that's the same. Oh, I'm sorry. Daniel Ferrin-Chalmy is kicking for the Tigers. So I apologize. That's Daniel that's kicking for Alamogordo. So they changed up the roster on me. They're messing with me, guys. All right, J.P. Madden with a bunch formation to the near side. Good snap, handoff. Jabron Prude going to be tripped up in the backfield as he'll lose 4 yards on the play. Play didn't develop quite quick enough. I think that was a read option, read pass, the RPO as they call it. And just allowed one of the Lovington defenders to get into the backfield quickly, their left defensive tackle. To a 4 wide receiver look now. Pistol formation, Prude's the running back. And ball in the near hash. 2nd and 14. Snaps low again, and JP can't reel it in. It's on the ground. I think a Tiger came away with it. Looked like number 65 for Alamogordo grabbed that one, Shane Sargent. No, he did not. It's Lovington football. Now, JP, the snaps haven't been good from the Tiger center, but I will say that JP has had some trouble being able to pull up those low snaps. And the first drive was affected by that. Tigers ended up punting. This time around, it ends up being a fumble. So I didn't see who for Lovington got in there and got the recovery, but it's going to be 1st and 10 for Lovington at the Alamogordo 14-yard line. Lovington twin wide receiver look, running back to the left of Casey Perez. They send a man in motion left to right and bring him all the way to the near side. Perez looking to throw. He's going to go to a post or a flag pattern out to the far side. And that is incomplete, knocked away, no flags. And that's going to spell the end of quarter number 1. Lovington will be knocking on the doorstep, though, with a 2nd and 10 from the Alamogordo 14. We'll switch sides on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. It's the Wildcats 14, the Tigers 7. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
fall into 0% with an OFCU Visa Platinum card. From September 1st through the 30th, get 0% APR on new and existing OFCU credit cards. Use your Visa Platinum card on purchase transactions and get 0% for 6 months. Wait, there's more. Transfer over your high interest rate credit cards to your OFCU Visa Platinum card and get 0% on balance transfers for 6 months. Hurry before it's over. Limited time offer, all in subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federal insured by NCUA. OFCU, call 800-376-9000 or oterofcu.org.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Second down and 10 for Lovington, now going right to left. Casey Perez rolling out to his left, still rolling out to his left, still rolling out to his left. There's got to be a flag there on the Alamogordo player, thrown to the end zone. I think it's intercepted. It is intercepted in the end zone by the Tigers. It's a good thing there was the penalty flag. I don't think will matter. Julio Mendoza, and there was a flag, so it would have been holding anyway, but Julio Mendoza comes away with the interception for the Tigers, and Alamogordo with the turnover right back. And it'll be first down and 10 for Alamogordo, their own 20. A reprieve after the fumble inside their own 20. All right, it's Oscar Payan giving the official call there. And the Tigers will get another opportunity on offense and kind of puts things back on even par here if the Tigers can take it down the field. Oh. I was wondering what the holdup was, but they needed to give Oscar his penalty flag back on the play. All right, two wide receivers the near side. They'll put the wing back in for Alamogordo. That's LaSalle. And Gonzalez behind JP. Handoff. Elias trying to cut inside. Don't think there's going to be much there. We got a penalty flag from the line judge on the far side. And we'll see what this is. From that spot, usually you don't call holding from over there, but could be. Okay, holding on Alamogordo. And not very often you see the sideline officials call a holding penalty, but you get one there. Now they're going to decline it. 2-yard loss on the run. Tigers will go trips to the near side now, and two wide receivers out to the far. So now JP in an empty set again. 4 down lineman. JP looking to throw. And tries to come to the near side. They had Tom Turnbull cutting toward the inside, then trying to come to the sideline at about the 25. And timing might have been off on that play. Looked like Tom was looking at the sideline, and maybe he was confused on what route needed to be run there, but an incompletion regardless. And it'll be a 3rd down and 12 now for the Tigers from their own 18. 2 to the far side, 3 to the near, empty set. Again, 4 down lineman for Lovington. And the snap a little bit low. JP does a good job with that one. Goes to the middle of the field and undercutting it, making the pick down at about the 35-yard line was number 40, Jaden Contreras. And the Tigers turn it back over. Second turnover of the night for Alamo. A fumble and an interception now. Empty set again here for Lovington. Casey Perez back to pass. And the running back, or the quarterback, runs up the far sideline, still keeps it going, and then is popped. We've got a penalty flag at the 21-yard line. Not sure what that'll be. Tiger fans wanted a hold. One of the Alamogordo defenders was taken to the ground, but a personal foul on Lovington. So this will bring it back from the 21-yard line and down to back to about the 36. So that's pretty much going to wipe out that entire run. So maybe it was a helmet-to-helmet hit, I guess. Here's Anthony Gonzalez, Lovington coach. He's not going too crazy over that far sideline, but there's definitely a discussion going on between him and that official. One of the Tiger players took a hard hit out of bounds, but again, you're seeing so many different players in different places across the field. Hard to pick out unless it's clear as day. So it's basically, actually, it ends up taking it back to the line of scrimmage, so it's essentially no gain on the carry. It'll be 1st and 10. And rolling to his left is Perez. And he'll toss it, throws it just over the head of his receiver at the 22. Newman had a pretty good chance of bringing that in, but on the run, and good throw from Casey Perez. He's thrown across his body there, rolling out from right to left. It's not an easy throw to make. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Second quarter on the Richland Motor scoreboard, 10:48 remaining. We've had turnovers back and forth here right at the end of the first and beginning the second, and then another one here in the second quarter. Empty set, 4 wide receivers to the near side, 1 out to the far. They'll bring man in motion left to right and hand it off to Baird. He turns the corner and he gets it up the far sideline. He's got the first down across the 25 and out of bounds. Looks like at the 24-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain. Jet sweep run, and the big fella was able to get around the corner and pick up the first down for the Wildcats. First down and 10 from the Alamogordo 24. Wildcats 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side, running back to the right of Perez. Tigers with 4 down linemen, 7 in the box. Here's the handoff. Baird is met by Merrill quickly in the backfield. I wonder why Max switched to 72. I'd love to know the answer. I'll have to ask Coach, Coach Cisco that on Wednesday. Just a curiosity from me. I mean, nothing wrong with the number 72. There's nothing wrong with number 33. I'm sure that there's a reasoning behind it for old Max, but had me confused. Trips to the near side, 1 out to the far. And here's the snap. Perez will roll to his left. Speed option look. Cuts it up the middle. He'll be across the 20-yard line. Had Baird to his left, but found a seam up the middle as they were going parallel to the line of scrimmage. So carry it to the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Not enough for a first down, but 3rd and short now. 3rd and about 4. Ball close to the near hash. And it's 4 wide receivers. Baird is to the left of Perez. Tigers 4 men at the line of scrimmage, 7 in the box. Baird going to get the handoff. Tigers trying to hold on to him as he carries forward. He's not going to get the first down. It'll be about a 2-yard gain. Alamo got to him in the backfield pretty quickly, but unable to drag him down on the play. That was number 23 for the Tigers. Aaron Estrada looked to be the man who made that play. Or Jarman Williams. I think it's Jarman Williams that was on that. Trips out of the far side, 2 to the near. And it's 4th and 2. They've definitely got a kicker that can kick a field goal from this spot, and they're going to call a timeout with 1 on the play clock. And we'll see what Lovington decides to do. Timeout on the field. 8:54 to go, second quarter. Lovington 14, Alamogordo 7. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7 on the Richland Motor scoreboard. Lovington leads 14-7. No field goal here. It's a 4th and 2 at the Alamogordo 16-yard line. Empty set, Perez. Looks around, takes the snap. He fakes the throw. It's a draw play, and he's not going to get it. Tigers had it stopped right up the middle, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Mark Prather was in there. There were a couple other Tigers, and kind of a surprising call there from the Wildcats. And they also have one of their receivers, Sebastian Newman, limping off the field right now. But a turnover on downs, and what a huge, huge stop for Alamogordo. And again, kind of gets it back on schedule here if Alamogordo can get the offense going a little bit here. And I think why they switched Max to 72 is he's playing center now for Alamo instead of tight ends. I think that's probably a big reason why. Here's the snap. JP able to pull in another low snap, but gets it out to Julio. Julio trying to tiptoe up the near sideline. Let's see what they give him. They give him all the way up to about the 20-yard line. That was some fancy footwork from Julio. He was cornered in for what probably was going to be a loss and ends up getting 2 yards on the reception. His second catch of the night. Tigers not into their formation too quickly here. They got 10 seconds on the play clock. Empty set. Trips to the top side, 2 to the near, ball in the near hash. Another low snap. JP handles it well this time, rolls to his left, and completes it down to 30 to the 35-yard line. And looks like Julio Mendoza, again, a 15-yard completion. Mendoza with his third catch of the night. And the Tigers have a first down. First down and 10 from their own 35-yard line. We're in the second quarter. 8:35 remaining. Alamogordo trails Lovington 14-7. But getting off to a good start on this drive. The 2 drives they've struggled, they've had a bad first down play. The 2 drives they've done well, they've gotten off to good starts on first down. Handoff, Prude be able to put his head down and get some solid yardage. That was shaping up to be a bad play there for the Tigers. Had a couple of white jerseys in the backfield quickly, but he's going to get 2 yards. Prude is what I like about his running style. It's straight ahead smash mouth. Maybe there's not a hole, but he's not going to bounce around in the backfield too much. He's going to get to the spot where he's designed to get to. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Ball between the 2 hashes. 4 down linemen for Lovington. Out of the pistol. JP going to throw, and they're looking to screen. Prude is going to fight for some yardage. He may get back to the original line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard. That play that just didn't develop quickly enough. The Lovington defensive linemen were right in JP's face, and they had a linebacker that was spying on Jay there, and he had to do what he could to avoid a bigger loss. So it's 3rd down and 9 for Alamogordo. They need the 45 for a first down. Ball in between the 2 hashes. Takes the snap and back to pass. And he tosses it high in the air. This could be, that's got to be pass interference. Yes, it is. It was an underthrown ball, and fighting for it was Will Gill, and the Lovington defender was Caleb Franco. And he just kind of got a hold around his shoulder pads as Will was trying to get his way back to the football. And sometimes, that was a play where I don't think the Tigers had much. JP had a defender in his face, and he just kind of tossed it up. It was man on man, let his guy try to fight for it, and ends up getting the penalty, and it'll be 15 yards and a first down. Tigers will take it, no doubt. So they'll mark it off all the way to the Lovington side of the field, the 49. Yep. 1st and 10 on the Lovington side of the field now for the Tigers after the pass interference penalty on 3rd and 9. 2 wide receivers out to the far side. A wing back in. And a tight end as well. Rolling to his left is Madden. Rolling, throwing, and he was off the mark. Brandon Bedgood was standing between the hashes at about the 35-yard line, and that ball went outside the hashes over towards the far sideline. Closest player was a Lovington defender, and it will end up being a 2nd and 10. 7:14 remaining now in the second quarter. Tigers trailing by 7. Tigers again go to the 2 wide receiver look. Tyler Ellswick is running the tight end position now for the Tigers with Max Maryland at center. And Dakota LaSalle is the wing back for Alamogordo. Gonzalez lining up behind Madden. And the handoff, no, I'm sorry, that's Hayes. And Hayes, 2 hands on the football, but not going to get much here. They're going to say he loses a yard, as a matter of fact. So Sean Hayes back to the 50-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 11 for Alamo. Well, I can't say the Tigers have had one formation that they've had more luck in, because they were running the football well in that tight end wing-back look with 2 wide receivers. They've had the biggest play of the game in a 5-wide look. See if the Tigers get this off in time. This is going to be up against the play clock. 2 and 1, and they did get it off in time. JP back to pass, going deep up the far sideline, and it actually went off the helmet of a Lovington player. Julio Mendoza was trying to fight his way to it, but didn't get there, and Lovington player was kind of twisting and turning around, and by the time that he could get an eye on the football, it was kind of right in his face mask. It's an incomplete pass, and a punt coming up for Alamogordo, but they do at least switch the field a little bit. They'll punt from the 50 and try to pin Lovington back deep, but Tigers not having a ton of luck on those deep balls yet. The long touchdown pass was just on a skinny slant. Short play, really wasn't going deep down the field. So Max Merrill back to punt. Snap is good. And a pretty good rush. This will be a line drive kick end over end. It'll take a good Tiger bounce. And the Lovington returner picks it up. And it's Perez. Perez, the 35 up the far sideline. That was a gutsy return. You'll see most high school punt returners just let that one roll. You know, sometimes you put your best player out. That's the reason why you do that. So he picked it up at about the 22 and got it all the way up to the 36-yard line, 37. So 15-yard gain. We do have a penalty flag back at the 49-yard line. So the Tigers maybe going to get another chance to kick this illegal formation on Alamo. Nope, they're going to decline that. That sounds about right. So it'll be a 1st down and 10 from the Lovington 38. Really doesn't switch the field. It's about a 12-yard net punt. Four wide receivers for Alamogordo, running back to the left for Casey Perez. He'll drop back to pass. Throws and completes out to the far side. And cutting back in, fighting for a 1st down is Julian Fuentes. I'm used to saying Julian for Julian Torres on the Tigers soccer team. That's going to be a 12-yard gain and a 1st down for Lovington on the opening play of this drive. First down and 10 from the Alamogordo 49. Or check that, the Lovington 49, but right at midfield. Again, 4 wides, and fake the handoff to Baird. Perez will keep it. Gets away from one Tiger defender up the far sideline and is going to get across the 40. He's got a 1st down. All the way to the 40-yard line. It's an 11-yard rush. Read option play. And it looked like the read option wasn't the run wasn't the right call for Perez to keep it, but his speed, he was able to bounce to the outside. Tigers had 3 defenders almost in his face, and he was able to turn the corner and go up the far sideline. Twin wide receivers. Baird to the left of Perez. Perez back to pass. Still looking. And throwing deep down the middle of the field. He's got a man just beyond his fingertips. Was looking for number 40. And the Tigers are going to get called for pass interference on the play, it looks like. Jaden Contreras was the player. There was some contact. I don't know if the contact slowed down the receiver, and that's what they're saying is the pass interference penalty on the play. So 15-yard penalty on Alamogordo. And it'll take it all the way from the 40 to the 25. 1st and 10 here for Lovington. Clock at 5:19 to go in the second quarter. Couldn't tell if there was contact a little bit earlier. As the ball was in the air, there wasn't much. And it was if it was on the contact that I saw, little ticky-tack in my opinion. 2 wide receivers to each side. Ball closer to the far hash, and Perez will fake the handoff. I thought he gave it to Perez for a second. He kept it and goes straight up the middle. That's what they were hoping on that draw play on the 4th down and 2 earlier. They get 11 yards on the rush this time, and it's another 1st down for Lovington, and the Tiger defense unable to slow down the Wildcats on this drive. 1st and 10 now from the Alamogordo 14-yard line. Clock getting ready to roll under 5 minutes to go in the half. Baird lines up to the right of Perez. 2 wide receivers to each side. Tigers with 3 down linemen. 4 men at the line. Hands off to Baird, straight up the middle. He bowls his way over 1 Tiger defender and is going to be close to the 1st down marker. 9 yards on the rush. Second down and 1 from the Alamo 6. This has been straight up the middle here for Lovington. Last 2 plays, nothing fancy. I mean, it's run-pass option, but Perez fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, now bounces to the outside, still fighting. Did he get into the end zone? No, he's going to be just short. He'll pick up 6 yards and is going to be down inside the 1-yard line here. Tigers are trying to get men onto the field, and the Tigers are, I guess, going to call a timeout. Now, Alamo's trying to sub, and Lovington went quick to not let them sub. And so the Tigers will talk it over with a timeout on the field. And it'll be 4:02 remaining on the Richardson Motor scoreboard in the second quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
It is 1st and goal from the 1, and under center goes Perez. He's just going to go quarterback sneak and get into the end zone. Nothing much to that. A 1-yard touchdown run, his 2nd touchdown scamper of the night. And Lovington goes on top by 2 scores, and will try the extra point to go up by 14. Well, Alamo had a pretty nice sustained drive previous to this one, but a good punt return gave Lovington better field position they probably were going to have. And then just worked their way down the field pretty methodically. It was almost all run plays. I actually don't think Perez threw the football on that drive, did he? He did. The pass interference penalty, that was the one. Snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. And Lovington takes a 2-score lead. 21-7, 3:55 remaining in the second quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Lovington to kick it off after the touchdown. Puts them up 21-7. And this is a line drive kick taken to the 10 by Mendoza. And he will hand it off. And it's eventually into the hands of Will Gill, who's dragged down at about the 30-yard line. And the Tigers offense will start there. Tigers running that starburst play where hand it off to somebody and fake it a couple of different ways, eventually give it to one of the other players. And the Tigers offense will come back out on the field looking to try and score here before the end of the half. This is a place where Alamogordo has struggled defensively, is not being able to score right before the end of the half, or rather allowing scores right before the end of the half. See if the Tiger offense can maybe flip the script here a little bit and get a score of their own to make it a one-touchdown game. Double wide receivers for the Tigers, and Elias Gonzalez, the running back, behind Madden. Another one-hop snap, and Gonzalez fumbled the football. Tigers, I believe, are going to fall on it. It was Max Merrill that found his way to it at about the 25-yard line. It's a 5-yard loss for the Tigers. Well, we've seen the drives for Alamogordo when they start this way. They definitely struggle. It's hard for them to recover. Again, a low snap. JP able to reel it in, and he's just going to go deep up the middle of the field. I think he was expecting something different, or, I mean, was that on the receivers or on the quarterback? Not sure. Had Bedgood cutting to the middle of the field, and up the near sideline had Tom Turnbull going straight up the sideline on a go route. But an incompletion and a 3rd down and long. Tigers' 2 wide receivers, the top side, are Bebin and Mendoza. And it's Bedgood and Turnbull here to the near side. Snap, that one's a little bit better. They hand it off to Gonzalez. And Gonzalez just going to get 1 yard. And the Tigers will punt. So a 5-yard loss on a fumble. It was a bad snap. That kind of got everything off kilter for the Tigers on the opening play of the drive. Incompletion, that was beyond everybody. And then just a handoff there, and Max Merrill will come in to punt for Alamo. Good snap, and Max will kick another line drive kick that's going to roll and not get especially far here for the Tigers. It's still on the Alamo side of the field at the 48. A 26-yard punt. And this is going the exact opposite way the Tigers would want it to. Let's see if the defense can get something going here and not let Lovington go up by 3 scores here heading into halftime. 2:38 remaining as the Tiger fans try to get their defense fired up. Lovington will send trips to the near side, one up to the top. And the running back to the left of quarterback Casey Perez takes the snap, fakes the handoff, bubble screen to the near side, and dropped. Julian Fuentes was trying to already go upfield and left the football behind. 2nd down and 10. Again, the ball at the Alamogordo 48 on the far hash. Tigers sticking with 4 down linemen. Put a little bit more in coverage now. They were keeping 6 in the box for a while. They've gotten away from that. Perez is going to try to run straight up the middle, and he's got a hole to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, and he's finally brought down. Just no wasted motion there, all the way down to the 26-yard line of the Tigers. It's a 22-yard gain, I'm sorry. But takes the snap, a little bit of a step backwards, and then I mean, full speed ahead right up the middle. And not sure if that's an option play, not knowing Lovington's offense that well. Not sure if that's an option play for Perez or that's just a design quarterback draw. But it's worked pretty well. And kind of similar thing that worked well for Santa Teresa last week was in between the tackles. Handoff, Baird fakes left and goes to the right, a little counter play across the 25. Gets to the 24-yard line. It's a 2-yard gain on the carry. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Clock continues to roll here. We're under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Lovington threatening, though. They're definitely in field goal range with their kicker. But I'm sure they're thinking 7 here. Again, twin wide receivers. Tigers go with 4 men at the line of scrimmage. 4-man rush. And Perez looking for his receiver at the near side. It goes through his hands. Tres Areola, the intended receiver. And it'll be a 3rd down. Perez is making good throws here. He's had his receivers have the drops here a little bit on this drive. 3rd down and 8. So the Tiger student section's been pretty loud tonight. Let's see if Almo's crowd can help him out a little bit here. Again, 2 wide receivers to each side, and Perez in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Looking, comes to the near side, and did he catch it? Yes, he did, and is it enough for a 1st down? It's close. Boy, they gave him a really nice spot there. Said he was down at the 14. He came back all the way about to the 16, but it'll be a 12-yard completion and a 1st down for Lovington. Number 21, Aiden Garcia, made the catch for Lovington. Here's a fake on the jet sweep. Perez is going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Good penetration by the Alamogordo defense. Trying to see who got in there first for Alamogordo. It was, I think, Sargent that made the tackle. So, and actually, I think it was Tyler Tidwell. James Storseth was the guy that made the initial contact and kind of slowed up the play. And then it was Tyler Tidwell that made the tackle for Alamogordo. No gain. 2nd down and 10 from the Alamo 15. Bootleg to the right here for Perez. Looking upfield. Throws and incomplete. Had a couple of Tigers in the area. Was looking for his receiver at about the 5-yard line. Incomplete pass on the play. And the clock stops with 28 seconds remaining in the first half. And we'll put the ball in the near hash. 3rd and 10. Lovington hasn't had trouble on 3rd and long and 4th and long tonight. Tigers just trying to allow, or not allow, at least a touchdown here. Perez, empty set. Tigers after him. And brought down from behind. Tigers are going to get the sack. The whistle blows back at the 20. I don't know if he was ever brought down. And I think it was, who was that got in there for Alamogordo? 35? I think that might have been, again, Louis Giroux that made the tackle there for the Tigers. It was a host of Tigers at the end of it, but I think Louis Giroux had the sack again for Alamogordo. So Alamo with the ball at the 20-yard line. Lovington with the ball at the 20-yard line. They stopped the clock with 15 seconds left. I just would be why not use your kicker here? The kid's got just an unbelievable leg. But, you know, if they want to keep being aggressive, I can understand that as well. Maybe the accuracy from further out is not what they're looking for. So I just well, they're going to go for it. That's the offense on the field here. Okay. 4th and 15 for Lovington. And, I mean, nothing really to lose from that standpoint that, you know, the Tigers aren't going to have much time to do anything with it. And they've gotten a 4th and long before. We've got a timeout by Coach A.J. Sisko before the snap. And the Tigers will talk it over defensively. And you know what? You can't take the timeouts with you to the second half. Why not make sure your guys are prepared and ready to go for whatever's to come here. on the 4th and 15. Let's fit in a quick commercial break on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 14 seconds left. Lovington leads 21-7. Back after this.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. 4th and 15 from the Alamogordo 20 for Lovington. I don't know if they're trying to. I think it should be 15 seconds. Coach Madden's trying to signal the. Okay, they've got it now. I think they had started running the clock when the ball was snapped before that timeout was called. All right, empty set. Giroux came around the outside. They're going to get to Perez. No, he's going to get out of it at the 30. Looking towards the end zone. Tosses it up and incomplete. Whoa. I tell you what, he should have been brought down there. He had somebody in the grasp, or the Tigers had him in the grasp, and he spun out of it. We heard about his elusiveness from Coach Cisco. There was a perfect example of that, but I could have sworn when he spun out of that, I figured he was going to throw a touchdown on that play. But the Tigers practiced that kind of play where it was a breakdown, find somebody to cover. Coach talked about that on Tuesday to be working about. On Tuesday they were working on that, and it worked there. Tigers will have 3 seconds left. I don't think they're going to try anything crazy here, but Lovington's got their defenders way back, and probably just a handoff. Yeah, they'll just hand it off straight up the middle. Nothing crazy here, and they'll take it to halftime. That'll be about a 1-yard loss. And that will end the first half. Lovington 21, Alamogordo 7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. This is Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at JustinsMotorCompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
fall into 0% with an OFCU Visa Platinum Card. From September 1st through the 30th, get 0% APR on new and existing OFCU credit cards. Use your Visa Platinum Card on purchase transactions and get 0% for 6 months. Wait, there's more. Transfer over your high interest rate credit cards to your OFCU Visa Platinum Card and get 0% on balance transfers for 6 months. Hurry before it's over. Limited time offer, all in subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federal insured by NCUA. OFCU, call 800-376-9000 or oterofcu.org. Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tigers trailing 21-7 at halftime. Very cool halftime ceremony. We've done this the last, I want to say, 3 or 4 years now on Military Appreciation Night, is having some young men and women take the oath to join the United States Air Force. And it looks like a group of about 5 or 6 that are doing it, including one Tiger football player that's a part of that group. So very cool stuff there, and congratulations to those young people, and they've got an exciting journey ahead of them. We still got a half of football left to play here. Alamogordo Tigers trailing 21-7. Tigers with 4 first downs on the night, 2 penalties for 20 yards. They've forced 2 turnovers, an interception by Julio Mendoza, and they've also forced a turnover on downs. Lovington has forced 2 Tiger turnovers as well. A fumble recovery, or a fumble. Wasn't really a forced fumble, but they did recover it, and an interception as well. And the Tigers also have a couple of sacks defensively. By my count, Louis Giroux picked up both of them, and he's been really active on the defensive line for the Tigers tonight. He's done some good stuff for Alamogordo this evening. Offensive stats for Alamogordo: 85 yards passing and a touchdown for J.P. Madden, and he's got a 5-yard loss, but I think that was on just jumping on a football on a bad snap. 13 yards rushing for Jay Prude. Elias Gonzalez has carried the ball 5 times, but 0 yards so far on the evening. Actually, he's carried it 6 times. He had the one right there before the end of the half. Sean Hayes has carried it 2 times for -1 yard. Receiving, Tom Turnbull, 2 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. Julio Mendoza has 3 catches for 21 yards. 1 catch for 4 yards to Dakota LaSalle, and Jay Prude has a catch for -1 yards this evening. On the other side of the scale for Lovington, 102 yards passing for Casey Perez. He's got 85 yards rushing, 1 passing touchdown, an interception in there as well, and 2 rushing touchdowns for him. The running back, Josh Baird, I couldn't think of his first name all of a sudden, has 36 yards rushing on 8 carries on the evening. Receiving, number 22, Sebastian Newman, has 3 catches for 46 yards, 2 catches for 24 yards for Julian Fuentes. I assume it's Julian. It might be Julian. I don't know. 1 catch for 10 yards for number 40, Jaden Contreras. 1 catch for 12 yards for Aiden Garcia. And Marcus Rodriguez has a catch for 9 yards for Lovington. For the Tigers offensively, they really haven't had much consistency. They've been able to move the football on a couple of drives. They've had 3 and outs, I think, on 3 others tonight. So certainly not what they're looking for. The long touchdown pass, certainly a positive from JP to Tom Turnbull, but the passing game really hasn't gotten going. The running game hasn't. So certainly some adjustments needing to be made at halftime for the Tigers to have a chance to get back into this game. Lovington, impressed with their offense. They do, we didn't think they ran the football especially well. They're really balanced. At least tonight they are. They've run the ball well with Baird and with Perez, and they've thrown the football and probably could have a little bit more success throwing the football. They've had, I think, 3 or 4 just clean drops tonight, and maybe one that was off the mark there was a couple that were off the mark, but for the most part, he's been accurate throwing the football. He's been very dangerous running the football tonight, and has done plenty of impressive things for this Lovington Wildcats football team. So Tigers got to try to get a little bit better coverage, I think, on the defense, get in the face of the wide receivers a bit more. I say what the defensive line has had a much better game this evening. They have forced some pressure on Perez, and that's certainly a positive, and especially on plays where they know it's a passing down, they've been able to get back there with just a 4-man rush. So certainly an improvement for the Tigers there. And I will say I think the Alamo offensive line has had a better game than they did last week, but the one thing that Senator Teresa did well in the second half, which was run the football straight up the middle, Lovington's been able to do here in the first half against Alamo. But, hey, this game is still in reach. The Tigers' defense needs to come out and get a stop. Lovington will have the ball to begin the second half, and then after that, we'll see what happens. But got to get the second half off to a good start and not let Lovington march down the field and put it in the end zone. They lead 21-7. We are at halftime at Tiger Stadium. Here on Military Appreciation Night, you probably heard the various fight songs or songs for the branches of the military, and it's been a fun night so far. We're hoping the score is a bit more fun for Tiger fans headed down the stretch. Well, let's hear from our Tiger Athlete of the Week, who is Tom Turnbull. He's having a very good game so far for Alamo, a senior on this group, and you'll hear what he had to say coming up in just a little while. So stick with us. Halftime, Lovington 21, Alamogordo 7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. This is Tiger Football Halftime.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com. What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
This is the ESPN Alamogordo Tiger Athlete of the Week Spotlight, brought to you by Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai and Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles, McGinn's Pistachio Land, and the Winner's Circle. This week's athlete is Tom Turnbull of Tiger Football.
It just seems like the team has made such a big jump from last year to this year. Are you seeing that for sure?
Yeah, we have for sure, definitely. We have a few more athletes this year that came up from the freshman class, and then we have a lot more strength in the offensive line now too.
You've made the full transition to wide receiver. You started at quarterback last year, and then by the end of the season you were at wide receiver. How are you liking the transition to that spot for you?
I'm doing pretty well at it. I think slot receiver is kind of my thing. I see the field better from, I think, where I'm at now. So
you had a big play last week. Talk about that pass, because I tell you what, that defender was probably inches away from tipping that ball away.
Yeah, that's right.
And it landed right in your breadbasket. Take me through that play last week and that big touchdown.
We take shots when we're in our own end zone, or when we're in our own territory. We like to take shots, and that was just one of our shots that we take, and we took it all the way to the house. So
big touchdown for the Tigers last week. Compare. Two completely different positions, obviously, but as a football player, the difference between playing quarterback and wide receiver, what have you felt like is the biggest difference for you?
The biggest difference, I think, is I'm more responsible for being in a physical job instead of a mental job. So being quarterback, you have to deliver the ball to certain places. Receiver, you just got to get out there and run. So
football something you want to keep trying after high school, or is this going to be kind of your last hurrah with it being your senior year?
This will probably be my last year playing football. So
okay,
yeah.
So you want to go out strong here this season?
Yeah.
All right. What's the plans for after high school? Is it college, or have you thought about what you're going to do yet?
I'll probably go to college here on the Hill, and then I'll probably try to go into the Border Patrol or something like that after that sometime.
So want to get some criminal justice degree or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of something.
Very good. What is it about Border Patrol that career choice? What made you want to jump into that?
I don't like being inside. I like being outside doing things. So I figure that's one of the areas I might be interested in. So
keep you busy for sure.
Yeah, keep me real busy.
All right. Well, we'll see what we'll look forward to that. We'll look forward to this weekend against Lovington. You guys are back at home. Is that give you a little bit of extra motivation, a little bit of extra energy when you guys get to play in front of the home crowd?
It always does. Playing at home is a lot bigger than playing away for us, because we get to play in front of our own town,
To get that victory coming up this weekend.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see that. Again, the Tigers face Lovington this Friday night, and you'll see Tom and the rest of the guys over there at Tiger Stadium. Tom, congratulations on being Athlete of the Week.
All right, thank you.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
Fall into 0% with an OFCU Visa Platinum Card. From September 1st through the 30th, get 0% APR on new and existing OFCU credit cards. Use your Visa Platinum Card on purchase transactions and get 0% for 6 months. Wait, there's more. Transfer over your high interest rate credit cards to your OFCU Visa Platinum Card and get 0% on balance transfers for 6 months. Hurry before it's over. Limited time offer, all in subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federal insured by NCUA. OFCU, call 800-376-9000 or oterofcu.org. Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Halftime on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Alamogordo trails Lovington 21-7. Had a fine halftime performance by the Alamogordo Tiger Band. Been throwing out some T-shirts. I think I saw Braden Martin down there keeping that quarterback arm ready to go. He's dealing with, I think, a knee injury. But Tigers, listen, they're still in this football game. Talked about it plenty as we headed to halftime, or when we came out from halftime, and it's a 2-score game. Defense has got to make a stop here to start things, and the offense has got to get into the end zone. It's a new script after that. If we got a 1-score game midway through the third quarter, anything can happen. So, they've put themselves in a position where they can get back into this football game. Just got to see some better things from both the defense and the offense for the Tigers if they expect to come back in this football game. But came up with a key interception when they needed to down in their own territory. Came up with a big turnover on downs when they needed to as well. So it, for the Tigers, you see the possibilities there, but no doubt the execution is the thing that's been haunting Alamogordo, to say the least, in the last few games. So last week was a bad second half. The Tigers need something much better than what we saw against Santa Teresa last week. Hopefully the Tigers can make the adjustments and make the changes that give them a better chance to win in half number 2. All right, what do we got for local area sports for Alamogordo? Boys and girls soccer tomorrow. Boys at home at Reinersteinhof Soccerplex, JV at 11, varsity at 1 versus Oñate. That means the girls are playing Oñate as well. Also, the Lady Tiger volleyball team heads to Las Cruces to take on one of the best volleyball teams in the state in Centennial. That's going to be a tough matchup for Alamogordo. No cross country. They were scheduled to run in Socorro on Thursday, but that was canceled due to weather. Tularosa volleyball plays tomorrow. They host Capitan. Tonight, the Mountaintop tournament going on up at Cloudcroft. Mescalero and Cloudcroft volleyball both taking part in that. And the other football games throughout the area. Cloudcroft is at home tonight as they host Hagerman. Mescalero Apache football tomorrow plays the Ruidoso JV, and Ruidoso varsity is taking on Tularosa tonight. So those are the games we've got going on across the area. Now the teams have come back out. We've got about 2 minutes left on the clock, and then we also should have, 3 minutes of warm-up as well. So we'll take another commercial break. Thanks to our fantastic sponsors that have been bringing you Tiger sports all year long. And always a reminder, you can check out what's going on with the rest of area sports on the ESPN Alamogordo Facebook page, facebook.com/ESPN Alamogordo. You can also find me on Twitter at Charles Winicky. Just search ESPN Alamogordo. You'll find me. I would dare to ask you to know how to spell my last name. And you can listen to Tiger football broadcast, Tiger sports broadcasts on the ESPN Alamogordo YouTube channel. We also have much more on there, including Athlete of the Week interview. Tom Turnbull's interview is available. I know you just heard it, but it is available on YouTube. And all of our Athlete of the Week interviews, you can find them going back about, 3 or 4 years. You can find those on our ESPN Alamogordo YouTube channel. The roundup every day, we do that from 2 to 3. You can call in if you'd like. We also have the KNMZ Football Roundtable, which we do every Friday from 11 to noon. You can check us out there. Lovington back onto the field. Tigers, haven't seen them come out of the locker room, but I see Coach A.J. Cisco walking out, and there are the guys following him. All right, so we'll take one more break. Kickoff for the second half coming up next. It's Lovington 21, Alamogordo 7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. This is Tiger Football.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com. What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Ruidoso. Big O Tires.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
TSPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tiger football getting ready to kick off here in the second half. Lovington leads 21-7. Be Lovington having the football to begin things here in the second half. So Wildcats, not sure which way we're kicking off towards. I think the Tigers are kicking off right to left. And Alamo just about ready to finish up their huddle. They come out of the locker room, run over to the far end zone, take a knee, and your usual routine. Again for the Tigers, 85 yards passing for J.P. Madden, a touchdown and an interception. I guess I missed one of those turnovers for No, I'm sorry. Lovington does have 2 turnovers. I thought I didn't mark one in there. My bad. Tom Turnbull with 2 catches for 61 yards and a touchdown. Those are the big stats for Alamogordo tonight. And so Daniel Farron-Chalmy, who's I was wondering who number 1 was. I was watching pregame. I was like, dang. And they changed up the roster on me, so I've got that correct now. And Daniel teeing up the football. Tell you what, and Daniel looks like a football player. I mean, he's obviously a great soccer player, but he's got the stature. You figure he could play some football. So I think the rest of the season, Tiger soccer is playing on Saturday, so it shouldn't be an issue schedule-wise. A little bit of a short kickoff to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and again, big room up the middle across the 35, and looks like ends up being Julio Mendoza gets on a tackle there for the Tigers. Nope. Somebody who's very excited coming off the field, number 19, Austin LaSalle. So I'm going to assume that's Dakota's younger brother would be my guess. Okay, so it's Tiger defense. We talked about it plenty during halftime. Alamo really needs to not let Lovington march down the field and score and see if they can get the ball back in the offense and cut into this lead. Twins wide receivers for Lovington, and Perez back to pass quickly, and he's going to throw out to the far sideline. Catch made, and near the 50-yard line is where the man is finally pushed out of bounds. Trace Areola makes the catch. And it'll be a 16-yard completion of first down. The Tiger defender tried to undercut the pass. It was a good throw by Casey Perez. He got it up and away from the Tiger defender. Put it in a place where only his guy could get it. 1st and 10 right away here for Lovington. Ball now at the 49-yard line. Start of the third quarter. Perez back to pass again. Tigers with a little bit of pressure here, and a holding penalty going to be coming up on Lovington. Deep down the field to the near sideline, and hey, Coach A.J. Cisco made a nice catch. Now we know he played football. Caught it at about the 25-yard line. Got Shane Sargent coming over there to talk to him a little bit. They will, I'm sure the Tigers take the 10-yard penalty here. The penalty flag's all the way back at the 40, so I don't know if they're taking this as a spot foul or if it is. I was confused by that last week. I thought holding was a spot foul, not from the line of scrimmage. But again, there may be some new rules here that they've changed that to not put a team in, first down and 30. No, that's a spot foul here. So the officials last week had that wrong. There was a holding penalty that was 10 yards deep in the backfield, and they just took it from the original line of scrimmage, which you're going to get. Sometimes you get different officiating groups, but my understanding from, at least in high school football, that's always a spot foul. Trips to the near side, one out to the far. And a 1st and 30 here. Looks like they're trying to set up a screen, and they do get it to Baird. And that probably was a block in the back there, and Baird is shooting up the far sideline. And it'll go out of bounds all the way to about the 25. Now, there was a block in the back upfield when Baird had it, but that screen was also set up really, really well. The Tigers didn't have it read. And so all the way to the Alamogordo 27-yard line. It's a 43-yard completion. Ball was caught probably about the 35-yard line. And the other question was that, did he catch that behind the line of scrimmage? If he did, that should have been an eligible downfield. But the Tigers don't get the benefited out on that. Perez kept the football, goes straight up the middle. Still fighting here. Had a man hanging on to his jersey. He's going to get about to the 20-yard line. Now, not the drive that Alamogordo was looking for to begin this half. They, had it back at 1st and 30, and Lovington gets it all in one play. Just an example of a screen run well. Tigers weren't blitzing, but they were back in coverage, and just wide open field for Baird to run it. Handoff. Baird will get it this time. Tries to go right tackle, I should say, and there's not much there. And no gain on the carry for Beard on the carry. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the Alamogordo 20. Tigers have been but not broken in a couple of these spots tonight, especially inside their own 20, and forced a turnover on down and an interception. They could really use something similar here. Trips to the top side, one to the near, and the handoff. Different back in the spot here, and Tigers may have stopped the man from getting the first down. It's Esteban Contreras. We'll see where the spot is. Looks like it's right at the marker. Gets to the 18 on a 2-yard gain. Just a sweep handoff. Tried to get around the corner. And they're going to give him the first down. 3rd first down on the drive for Lovington, and they've got a 1st and 10 at the Alamogordo 18. 9:54 to go, 3rd quarter. It's Lovington 21, Alamogordo 7. The snap, and looking to throw. Perez, drop again there from the Lovington player at about the 15-yard line. Was looking for number 33. No, check that. Number 43, Marcos Hernandez. And an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Empty set here. They'll send 3 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the top. Tigers with 4 men at the line of scrimmage, 6 in the box. Penalty flag and a sideline warning. I didn't think the official was anywhere near the sideline. And the coach, everybody looks to be in the box over there. That's a weird one. Must have been talk, not where they were located at. Throw incomplete. Good collision there for the Tigers to break up the pass. I think like Will Gill at about the 10-yard line forces the incompletion. So 3rd and 10 now. Ball at the 18-yard line. Empty set. They go 4 wide receivers out at the far side. 1-on-1 to the near side. Man in motion left to right. Perez will keep it. Tigers defend it well. Perez tries to go straight up the middle, and Alamo able to stop him. A couple of Tiger players in there. Look like Giroux was one of them. And possibly Tidwell. 3-yard gain. Make it 2 yards to the 16. Fourth and 8. Back to pass. Perez still looking, steps up in the pocket. Tigers, they still don't have him. He sneaks out of it. Rolling to his right. Tigers still pursuing, throws to the end zone, and I think he caught it. Touchdown. Tiptoeing along the edge of the end zone and making the grab was Julian Fuentes. He was swallowed up in a mass of jerseys at about the 25-yard line and somehow gets out of it and makes the throw. That was just a great play. I mean, really, there's nothing more you do. Tiger fans could maybe be upset about that, but I thought from up here it certainly looked like Fuentes made the grab, and it was just a wonderful throw on the run from Perez. The extra point is up. It is good. And Lovington takes the lead, or continues to extend the lead, I should say, 28-7, 8:50 remaining in the third quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleep Well can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleep Well will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Lovington with the line drive kickoff, and it is grabbed inside the 5. And looks like Tom Turnbull's going to keep it. And he's going to keep fighting forward, probably going to get the 20. And it'll be a first down and 10 there for Alamogordo. What a throw by Casey Perez. And from up here, it looked like Fuentes was able to keep it in bounds and make a toe tap catch in the front corner of the end zone. It's one of those, it really is one of those plays where you're frustrated that you couldn't bring him down. The Tigers have had that a couple times this year where, man, it looks like they've got the quarterback dead to rights and somehow he gets out of it. But all you do is shake your head. I mean, that's really all you can say. All right, J.P. Madden in the pistol. Man in motion left to right is Julio Mendoza. Snap is a little high, and J.P. was able to get it to Julio. Got a penalty flag. And I'm going to bet it's probably going to be a hold on Alamogordo. Julio didn't get much, probably back to the line of scrimmage. Illegal formation, illegal shift on Alamogordo. Illegal shift. Huh. Declined the penalty. So no gain on the run for Julio. Second down and 10. Not sure what the illegal shift would have been there. Maybe it had two players moving at the same time. Maybe the running back started moving while Julio was in motion. That's probably what it was. All right, ball in the far hash here. Trips to the top side, one to the near. Good snap this time. JP going to throw. Ball's a little bit behind and almost picked off. Mendoza got a hand on it, and then the safety coming from behind was unable to, I shouldn't say the safety, the linebacker coming in from behind, Kyle Carter. He's one of the other linebackers. It was Carter and Baird that are the leading tacklers on that Lovington side. And this has been kind of the exact opposite of what the Tigers were looking for to begin the half, with Lovington scoring and Tigers staring a 3-and-out in the face. JP gets a good snap, and he's going to toss it high up in the air to nobody in particular. It's going to be intercepted to 25 to the 20 to the 15 and down to about the 10-yard line. I don't know if that was a blown route where one of the Tiger players wasn't in the right location, or if that was just a throw that went to the wrong spot. And I'm kind of watching the sideline, and I'm thinking it was the latter. So an interception, and Lovington has the ball down inside the Tiger 15-yard line to the 12. By the way, on the pick was Aiden Garcia, number 21, but that was almost like a punt. He just kind of had to stand there and catch that one. And new quarterback in here for Lovington. Back to pass, looking to throw down the middle, and that one's going to be incomplete, but we're going to get a penalty flag on it as Mark Prather, unhappy with the call by the official. They're going to call a hold. Now, there was definitely some coming together between Prather and the receiver, but didn't seem like there was a whole lot of contact. And so it'll be half the distance to the goal. And then one of the officials came to the Tiger sideline, and not sure what happened, maybe a warning for the Tigers in terms of the discussion going on between them and the officials. By the way, new quarterback is Esteban Contreras for Lovington. Handoff to Baird, goes straight up the middle, and he's got it in the end zone for the touchdown. It's a 6-yard run. And I guess the end of the night for Casey Perez, as Lovington goes on top 34-7 with 7:46 remaining in the third quarter. And Welch will try the extra point. Kick is up. It's good. 35-7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 7:46 remaining in the third quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
Fall into 0% with an OFCU Visa Platinum card. From September 1st through the 30th, get 0% APR on new and existing OFCU credit cards. Use your Visa Platinum card on purchase transactions and get 0% for 6 months. Wait, there's more. Transfer over your high interest rate credit cards to your OFCU Visa Platinum card and get 0% on balance transfers for 6 months. Hurry before it's over. Limited time offer, all in subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federal insured by NCUA. OFCU, call 800-376-9000 or oterofcu.org.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Kickoff to the Tigers. Bounces at the 5, and it's going to be picked up at the 1-yard line. And running straight ahead, looked like that was Tom Turnbull again, gets to the 15. Could have been a touchback. Gets 5 yards fewer, but listen, I can't blame any of the Tigers trying to make something happen on a big play. Now we talked plenty about what the Tigers need to do to start the second half. This has been less than ideal. And so Alamogordo will try to get something going, but Lovington on a 1st and 30 completes a 40-plus yard pass play and Then a Tiger turnover, and then a couple of runs in there for the Wildcats. Handoff goes to Jay Prude, and nothing there. Well, he gets to the left side of the line, and there's two white jerseys waiting for him. Just nowhere to go for Prude. Lost a yard on the play. Second and 11. Tigers going with 3 wide receivers. No tight end. They got a wing back in there. Prude's the tailback in the pistol. Again, a bad snap. JP just had to basically take a knee on it. He's had probably 6 or 7 that just get rolled back to him. And I don't know, the shotgun, I mean, the Tigers run out of the shotgun all night long and just seems like they can't seem to get that consistent. Back to the 11-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss. 2 wide receivers out to the far side, 1 to the near, wing back to the left side. And a 3rd and 16 here. JP's going to throw from the goal line. Tosses it up in the air, near sideline, looking for Mendoza. Almost made the catch at the 45. He had to twist backwards to his right, and Julio very nearly made the grab. Good throw there from JP. Gave Julio a chance to make the grab and just couldn't quite reel it in. Tigers will punt. Standing in his own end zone, it'll be Max Merrill to send it away. The Lovington returner standing at the Alamogordo 40-yard line. We've got a penalty flag, probably going to be an illegal formation on Alamogordo. Ball drops the 30, then takes a really good Tiger roll out to about the 49. Let's see what we get here on the penalty flag, but my guess would be an illegal formation on Alamo. It's thrown by the line judge. That's the case, and we'll see what Lovington wants to do, whether they just want to. It looks like they're going to make him re-kick it. So we'll do it one more time. 5-yard penalty on Alamo. Third quarter on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. 6.5 minutes remaining. Lovington gets another touchdown here with the extra point. I believe we hit the running clock at 35. You know, that's something we haven't had. The Tigers haven't had that almost at all this year. I don't think. Yeah, one time Alamogordo has not had a running clock on them this year, which unfortunately last season was a different story. So as I think frustrating as this season has been so far, you can't deny the improvement that the Tigers have made. Looks like Tom Turnbull's the long snapper for the Tigers. That's interesting. Max is standing right at the back of the end zone. It's a good snap and a pretty good kick. This will bounce to the 30, back to the 40, and then picked up at the 45. And unfortunately for the Lovington player, he had his knee down when he touched the football, and so he stopped at the 44. And it was, I think, one of their JV players, number 8. You got a mix of guys here on this roster. They've got a lot of names on the Lovington roster that don't have a jersey number with them. So, but going back to what I was talking about a second ago, I know that this is frustrating for Alamogordo, and I know I've seen people look at some of the defeats, whether it's Santa Teresa or Lovington tonight or Ruidoso. I will say this is a pretty good Lovington team from what I can tell. Throw out to the far side, that is complete. And not going to be a whole lot on the gain. Number 8 is the quarterback. Again, I would assume probably their JV quarterback. And the ball complete out to the far side to the 40. And number 43 for Lovington, Marcos Hernandez, makes the grab. Second down and 6 for the Wildcats. Back to pass again. Deep throw down the near sideline. This kid's got an arm, and it's tipped away. Good play there by Cameron Bevan. So Bebin makes a really good play at the near sideline to knock that away. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. 5:26 remaining. Tell you what, the student section is stuck around. Most of this crowd is stuck around tonight. I appreciate these Tiger fans that continue to support these young men. Man in motion right to left for Lovington. 2 wide receivers to each side now. And the handoff. Baird gets it. He's able to turn the corner at the right tackle and is tripped up across the 35-yard line. He's got a first down to the 33 on a 3rd down run. Gets 8 yards and a first down for the Wildcats. And the clock will roll with 5:15 to go in the 3rd. Ball at the Alamogordo 32. Twin wide receivers, 2 to each side. And again, no more Casey Perez. We don't have a name for this number 8 on the Max Preps roster, unfortunately, but he completes it. Near sideline, nice grab and a good run afterwards to about the 16-yard line. That's going to be a 15-yard gain. And there is I think a Tiger player down. I can't quite tell. He's shielded by the sideline. David Maldonado, the Alamogordo athletic trainer, is there quickly. But a 15-yard gain and a first down. Yeah, I can't tell if it's an Alamogordo player or a Lovington player. I genuinely cannot see from here. And we hope whoever it is okay. I see the Lovington trainer kind of walking across the field, which makes me think maybe it's a Lovington player. But catch, by the way, was made by number 40 there, Jaden Contreras. On the first down catch and run. And it is a Tiger player that's getting up and not putting much weight on his left leg. And trying to tell who that is from here. Is that Cameron Bebin? It looks like it is. So Bebin, who made the nice play on that pass deflection on 2nd down earlier in this drive, is down with an injury, unfortunately. 1st and 10 for Lovington. Ball at the Alamogordo 16 at the near hash. Quarterback back to pass. Nope, he's going to hand it off. Gives it off to Baird, who powers straight ahead. Boy, he didn't show up in the stats that much, and I don't know, maybe if they just decided to go in a different direction at running back, but my goodness, he has been a load tonight. 9 yards on that carry, and it'll be 2nd down and 1. We saw him in the defensive stats that, he led the team. I don't know if it was him or if it was Kyle Carter that led the team in tackles, but they were 1 and 2. Trips to the near side, 1 out to the far. I think you'd see a run probably here in this spot. And it's kept by the quarterback. He'll bounce it to the outside and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll be an 8-yard touchdown run. And by number 8, again, I would love to give you his name, but unfortunately, I'll have to see if I can find anything else out there to let you know who that is. And so the Wildcats will line it up for another extra point. It's up and good. Tigers trail 42-7. 3:53 remaining in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com. Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. And this will get into the end zone on the kickoff. 42-7, Lovington leads. And wait to see if we get the running clock here. And the official, yeah, he's given the run the clock, and they're still not doing it. With a 35-point lead, and now they run it. Okay. I was waiting to see. I thought that was the case, but wanted to be especially sure there. Tigers offense back out on the field. Madden takes the snap, and well, that was an okay snap, but it fell out of his hands, and he was down on one knee when he picked it up, and it'll be a 4-yard loss for the Tigers. Second down and 14. Tigers having to bring one man off here. 4 wide receivers. Prude is the running back. Good snap. And a little quick toss out, but it is going to be, is that intercepted? No, what are they calling there, a fumble? That was a forward pass. What did they call? That's an incomplete pass if it's anything. Jay Prude never had the football. That's an incompletion. Okay, they got it right. Good for the officials there. If they were going to call that a fumble, that would have been one of the worst calls that I'd seen in a while. It was just a little swing pass out of the backfield. It was a pretty well drawn up play. They had gotten it to Jay Prude, and Jay took a hard shot on that. He was trying to gather in the football, and he was kind of tipping it around in his hands, and then got popped. So, just unfortunate that he took a hard shot on that and holding his head. So, gosh, you hope it's not a concussion. And I want to say Jay may have had a concussion. I think early in the season he missed the first game because of that. Snap to Madden. And he'll go down the middle of the field and almost caught by Tom Turnbull at the 45. It was tipped by the defender. Jaden Contreras was in coverage, and it almost came through to Tom. And he catches that. He's probably off to the races for a touchdown. So the Tigers go 3 and out again. Alamo does not have a first down in this second half. And Lovington has added to what was a 14-point lead, now out to a 35-point advantage. And we're on a running clock right now. Tigers still need one more person on the line of scrimmage. And they'll get that man out there. Still got enough time on the play clock. And this will be another line drive punt by Max, but takes a decent Tigers roll. It'll stay on, well, no, actually it'll roll onto the Lovington side of the field, so it'll roll all the way to the 49. Ends up being about a 35-yard punt. So 1st and 10 for Lovington. It'll be on their own 49-yard line. Kind of curious if we get a different quarterback again here for Lovington. They've used 2 different quarterbacks in the last 2 drives, so I don't know. Looks like we've ran out the third quarter, and so we'll switch sides. So fourth quarter, Alamogordo trails 42-7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll be back.
What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Lovington 42, Alamogordo 7. Ball on Alamogordo's, or rather Lovington side of the field. Here's a handoff, and yes, it's a different quarterback. This time it's Jared Jeffrey, the sophomore in at quarterback for Lovington. 2-yard gain on the handoff that time, not Jeffrey on the carry. Looked like that was Esteban Contreras who got the rush. Twins to each side. Tigers with 4 down linemen. Here's the throw, and dropped over at the 42-yard line on the Alamogordo side of the field. Was looking for Josh Baird out there at wide receiver. Being a 3rd down and 8 here for Lovington. A couple of different Tigers that are warming up behind the Tiger bench. Not sure if Alamogordo's thinking about a QB change or if they're just throwing around the football. Twins to each side. And the snap. Tigers with a good pass rush and a good tackle. They're reaching out and making the stop. Looked like number 56 for the Tigers, I think, in on the tackle for Alamo. That was Trevor Penning, I believe, who made the stop. And it's going to be a sack. Fourth down and long for the Wildcats. Lovington hasn't punted tonight. That's one thing to say about this group. That's they've kept the ball moving into Alamogordo territory most of the night. And doesn't look like they're going to punt here. Now Tigers keep one man back deep, and they're going to call a timeout. So a timeout called by Alamogordo. Clock stops with 10:01 to go in the fourth quarter. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's Lovington 42, Alamogordo 7. We'll be back.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Lovington is going to go for it here on a 4th and 13. They've got the ball on their own 46. They need the Tiger 41 for a first down. And they got a new quarterback in there. They've gone, I think, with 3 different guys at quarterback. This time it's Jared Jeffrey, a sophomore. And Jeffrey back to pass. Tigers send 4. And down the middle, it's going to be intercepted, picked off. That will be, is that Tom Turnbull? Yep, Tom Turnbull comes away with the interception for the Tigers. The second interception for the Tiger defense tonight. They've also forced a turnover on downs. And it'll be a 1st and 10, this time from the Alamogordo 36-yard line. Actually would have been, yardage-wise, would have been better if they had not picked the ball off, but it really doesn't matter at this point. J.P. Madden in there, quarterback, so just a couple of guys that were throwing the football around behind the Tiger bench. And J.P. going to toss that one up to Julio Mendoza on a bubble screen. And incomplete. Too high for Julio to make the grab. 2nd and 10. Trips to the near side. 2 wide receivers the top side for Alamo. Madden picks up a low snap and finds Tom Turnbull for a completion. Tom had to reach behind and make the grab at the 41 and then spun forward to the 43-yard line. Picks up 7 on the completion. That'll be a 3rd down and 3 for Alamo. Ball at the near hash at their own 43-yard line. Sticking with the empty set here, 5 wide. 3 to the top side, 2 to the bottom. Ball snaps, and down the middle. Good catch by Will Gill. Crosses the 50 and into Lovington territory at the 46-yard line. And a 1st down for the Tigers as they'll pick up 11 yards on the play. The first down of the second half for the Alamogordo offense. Tigers sticking with 5 wide here. And back to pass is Madden. Deep down the left seam and was looking for Julio Mendoza. Julio almost had that. He was in full stride just outside the far hash at about the 20, the 15-yard line. Clock continues to roll here. Under 7 minutes to go. 35-point lead for the Lovington Wildcats. If you're wondering why we've got the mercy rule clock running. But the Tiger offense still trying to get something going here in the second half, build something towards next week. Next week is at Deming. And you can listen to it here on ESPN Alamogordo starting at 6:45 next Friday night. And it's JP back to pass. And a good completion there, good diving grab. Or nope, no, he did not make the grab. Mendoza trapped it. It was going to be a gain to the 39, but instead incomplete, and 3rd down and 10 now for Alamogordo. Now, I don't know if Alamogordo's offense has been hurt with not having the running capabilities that they've had in previous weeks with Braden Martin. See if the Tigers will be able to snap it. No, they're not going to be able to before the Lovington player got off the field. 11 seconds on the play clock. And one guy tried to sub out late and was able to do so in time. Blitz and a long throw down the middle and just tossed it up, looking for either Elias Gonzalez or Julio Mendoza, but was, I think, just trying to throw it to a spot. He had to get rid of it. Lovington brought an extra man on the blitz, and if he holds on to that any longer, it's going to be a sack as the clock goes under 5.5 minutes remaining. So it strips to the far side, 2 wide receivers to the near. And a whistle and a timeout called by Lovington. So the Wildcats with the timeout. 5:19 remaining in the game. It's Lovington 42, Alamogordo 7, and we'll be back.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Lovington going to get the sack as the right defensive end comes in on J.P. Madden and makes the tackle. Get another, 87. I'm sorry, I thought it was 84. Enrique Gonzalez gets the sack, and Lovington will have a 1st and 10. Clock is under 5 minutes to go. Running clock here with Lovington up 42-7. And the Tigers will unfortunately drop to 0-5 after tonight's game. And, over the first few possessions of the game, certainly felt like it could be a close one, but just another night. Lovington was just clearly the better team this evening, and certainly got to tip your caps to their side. Hey, you're sticking with the same quarterback this time. Jared Jeffrey is going to get a second possession here. They took out Casey Perez, I think about 4 or 5 series ago. Here's the snap, and a good read option there. Coming to the near side, big hit from Jay Prude on one of the up blockers, but keeping it, and can't tell if he got a first down. No, he's going to get 8 yards. Jeffrey makes the carry as he goes out of bounds. The hit there by Prude was the thing I noticed. Jay, a good pop on Chris Perez. Two wide receivers to each side. Running back to the right here of Jeffrey. And I think they're running the play clock down below 5 here. Handoff and straight up the middle. Good carry and still pushing forward all the way down to about the 25-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Craig Alexander, a sophomore, gets the carry. .12 yards on the gain and a 1st down. Trips to the far side, one to the near. Running back to the left of the quarterback, Jeffrey. You can appreciate Lovington. They're just letting the clock run down here and not running fast, and Jeffrey's going to keep it on the read option. Takes it to the left. I was watching the running back on the play. That was a good read option. He gets 3 yards on the carry. 2:38 remaining. And this drive will probably wrap up tonight's game. So the Tigers will hit the halfway mark at 0-5. They'll go to Deming next week. They've got Chaparral coming up in 2 weeks for homecoming. Twins to each side. Running back to the left of Jeffrey. He'll take the snap and he'll look to throw. Just a quick little shot out to the near side, and making the grab for about a 1-yard gain is Chris Perez. They have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different receivers tonight. And 4 different quarterbacks. A minute 45 remaining in this game. Just a reminder, we got Tiger Soccer at the Soccerplex tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. They'll take on Oñate. We've got Alamogordo Volleyball on the road at Centennial. Jeffrey looking to throw down the middle, and dropped interception there for the Tigers. Julio Mendoza was right there and just couldn't reel it in. I will say I really appreciate the enthusiasm of the Tiger student section. They've stayed here all night, and they've been into it the whole night, so I like that a lot, that they've stayed here to support the guys and are having fun with it. I think there's a lot of boys and girls soccer players that are hanging out in that group tonight. Hey, we're going to try a field goal here. I don't think they're going to get it off before the play clock. Maybe they will. They do. Wow. Kick is up, and that looks to be good. It is. Kick was down, and I'm going to call that a 38-yard field goal, I think. 22-yard line was where the line of scrimmage was. And I was surprised they didn't kick more field goals tonight, so here you go. All right, so Alamogordo trails 45-7. The clock stops here on the change of possession. And I was kind of surprised they didn't go to with more field goals with Welch, but to be fair, they really didn't need to in some spots. Tigers did force a turnover on downs earlier, but they certainly had some faith in their offense this evening. So the Tigers will, I don't know if they'll get a playoff here before the end of this game. We'll see if that's the case. All right, so Lovington to kick it off. Tigers have 4 men back deep inside their own 15. Other Tiger sports tomorrow, by the way, Alamogordo girls soccer is at Oñate tomorrow. JV and varsity for the boys tomorrow. And just saw that Mescalero volleyball picked up the win. Julio Mendoza is going to see this go into the end zone. And I don't know if they're going to run. They're not running the clock right now. I think they should be. But maybe not on the change of possession, not sure. So I think they'll wait till the Tigers get a snap there. By the way, Mescalero Mescalero volleyball beat Cloudcroft in their first game of the Mountaintop tournament. So I believe that would be Cloudcroft would have finished second in their pool, and Mescalero won their pool. So congrats to them. And Coach Cisco going to call timeout. There's a little bit of exasperation there, I think, from the official. Why they called the timeout there. I kind of understand. But listen, I appreciate Coach Cisco's continuing to try to work on things here at the end of the game. You know, this is, you know, I continue to say it about this group. It would be very easy to just give up. It's been a tough season and a half. And these kids keep showing up to work, and they keep trying to get better. And I think that's all you can ask for. All right, looks like a different quarterback there for the Tigers. Looks like Tyler Ellswick, and handoff straight ahead goes to Elias Gonzalez. He'll pick up 5 yards. And second down and 5. And I think from what we saw last week, this is probably, if anything, just to make sure that JP doesn't get hurt. You know, we saw with Braden at the end of the game last week where it was pretty much done, and Tigers lost him at the end of the game. And so that will end this one after a no gain on that final run. As Lovington gets the win, 45-7, your final score. We'll come back and wrap it up. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, the Wildcats get the win tonight over the Tigers. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
Fall into 0% with an OFCU Visa Platinum card. From September 1st through the 30th, get 0% APR on new and existing OFCU credit cards. Use your Visa Platinum card on purchase transactions and get 0% for 6 months. Wait, there's more. Transfer over your high interest rate credit cards to your OFCU Visa Platinum card and get 0% on balance transfers for 6 months. Hurry before it's over. Limited time offer, all in subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federal insured by NCUA. OFCU, call 800-376-9000 or oterofcu.org. Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Alamogordo Tigers fall to Lovington Wildcats 45-7 is the final score. Another tough finish for the Tigers. Game that was at least in grasp at halftime, but Lovington absolutely shut down the Tigers in the third quarter. Went down the field and scored on their opening drive. Tigers with an interception? With a fumble? I'm trying to remember which turnover that was. Deep in their own territory. Yeah, it was an interception, I'm sorry. And went in, scored. Tigers, I think, went 3 and out in the next drive. And Lovington went in and scored one more time, and it was pretty much just kind of playing it out the rest of the way. So, continues to be tough to watch for the Tigers. I know these kids are working their tails off, but unfortunately for them, the results haven't quite come yet. So we'll see the next 2 weeks. I think I certainly believe that the next 2 weeks are probably Alamogordo's best opportunities to pick up a win. I think district's going to be especially tough with how good Roswell's playing. Artesia's obviously always very good, and Goddard is another one of those teams that plays especially well all season long. So congrats to Lovington. Can't say enough about Coach Gonzalez's group. They were ready to go tonight and played very, very well. So they're going to be a tough out for somebody in the Class 4A playoffs. Lovington has gone through last 5 to 10 years have been a bit of a struggle for them. They had to play in a tougher classification. They were in Class 5A the last few years, and I think being in 4A certainly probably suits them a bit better. That's where they've traditionally played, is kind of a classification below where Artesia sits, and right now where Alamogordo is in football. But they won a majority of their state championships, I think, in that Class 3A or 2A level over the years. But we'll see what they get the rest of their season. They go to 3-2. Tigers drop to 0-5. The touchdown of the night was a 52-yard touchdown pass. Touchdown for the Tigers, I should say, was a 52-yard touchdown pass from J.P. Madden to Tom Turnbull. Not a whole lot offensively to speak of otherwise for the Tigers. Tom also had an interception. Julio Mendoza with an interception for the Tigers. Tiger defense forced a turnover on downs. I had Louis Giroux down for a couple of sacks this evening. Also had a sack for Trevor Penning. Of course, the defensive stats especially, please take those with a grain of salt. I do my best from up here, but it's really hard to pick out some of those numbers sometimes. So I try to do my best. Let's put it that way. Again, Tigers fall. 45-7 is the final score as Lovington gets the win and improves to 3-2. The Tigers drop to 0-5. on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll be in Deming on Friday. Come by and see us at the Reinerstown Soccerplex tomorrow. Alamogordo takes on Oñate in boys soccer. And lots of other sports to check out throughout the area. Mountaintop tournament tomorrow. And I think Mescalero football plays tomorrow. Thule volleyball's at home tomorrow. So go enjoy some local sports. Of course, we've got the Otero County Fair going on. We've got a lot of youth taking part in that. So hope you get a chance to check that out as well. Okay, you guys have a wonderful night. That'll do it here from Tiger Stadium. Again, your final score is Lovington 45, Alamogordo 7. So long for now.
This has been a presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports, brought to you by Desert Sun Motors, First National Bank, Tularosa Basin Telephone Company, Otero Federal Credit Union, Sleep Well, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai and Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles, The Winter Circle, White Sands Motorsports, and Richardson Motors. Thanks for listening. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, Southern New Mexico's sports leader. KNMZ Alamogordo.
Show weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
You have cancer. There's nothing you can do to prepare yourself.
Round 1 of chemotherapy. I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna survive. There's no way I'm gonna let this take over me.
Cancer doesn't care what you look like, who you are.
It may not save my life. It may save my children's lives. It may save someone you love.
You ready to get this cancer about you? Let's do it.
Live. Fight like hell. And when you get too tired to fight, let somebody else fight for you.